Joining me now is House Minority Leader Steve Scalise, Majority Leader. See, I'm still in the old.
It's a new day in Washington.
Yeah, and by the way, thank you for my Mardi Gras beads. I had to come back
new
soon.
Majority Leader beads.
Exactly, I love it. So it's really interesting to go back in just recent history where it's like mega MAGA Republicans, the red light and everything. But tonight he was the uniter, not the divider. Your reaction?
Oh my gosh, Laura, where do you start? So there were so many problems with this speech. And, you know, I know during the speech he mentioned McDonald's, but it could have been Burger King because he was throwing out so many Whoppers from the podium. I mean, he talked about all these deaths from fentanyl, and yet it's Joe Biden's open southern border that is allowing China to send all of their drugs with the drug cartels across the Mexican border. That's killing 200 to 300 young people every single day in America, and he won't do anything about it. You know, he talked about this false premise of somebody that wants to get rid of Medicare and Social Security. He loves throwing this out there as if, and we called him on it. Everybody's like, who are you talking about? And so then he had this weird interaction with the members of Congress, and finally at the end of it realized, okay, so none of you are for doing that. And, you know, it's Mr. President, stop telling all of these lies. Why don't you focus on the State of the Union? And by the way, it's not strong. He said it was strong. What about those families who are struggling? I mean, he talked about all of these $50 baggage fees, and you shut an airline down if they charge you money for pillows and bags. But it's okay if you're China and you fly a spy balloon over every military installation in America.
Surprised he didn't mention that.
And he didn't even talk about it. And at the end, he talked about how we're standing up to China. And you're looking, okay, they shot the balloon down. The problem is they shot it over the ocean, but it was the wrong ocean. He let it literally complete its entire mission, hitting ICBMs, B-52 bombers, all of these strategic military sites, and then shoots it down after it finishes the mission instead of in the Pacific Ocean before it started the mission when he knew about it.
Now, all the liberal pundits tonight were saying, you guys, you Republicans, really showed yourselves out to be you have no dignity. You're just brought down the tenor of things by your comments from the stands. Like people calling back to Biden. What about that?
Well, first
there was no decorum, in other words.
President Biden actually got into a back and forth with some of the members as he was trying to continue this false narrative. And he's said it many times, you know, oh, there's these people who want to get rid of Social Security and Medicare. And we've told him, Mr. President, who are these people? Because it's not us. In fact, it was Joe Biden when he spent hundreds of billions paying people not to work. Millions of people that are sitting at home being paid, they're not paying into Social Security. That was Biden's plan that undermined Medicare and Social Security. So how about we actually have an honest conversation about how to get our country and our economy back on track?
Something very important to your folks in Louisiana is the supply chain issue with the port that you have in Louisiana. So Biden had this to say about that.
For too many decades, we imported projects and exported jobs. Now, thanks to what you've all done, we're exporting American products and creating American jobs. We're going to make sure the supply chain for America begins in America. The supply chain begins in America.
Now, Congressman, he said this on the same day that the Commerce Department released numbers showing the trade deficit with China hitting an all-time high. We are enriching China as American jobs continue to get sent overseas. Is that not the case? Didn't he lie there?
Absolutely. And in fact, it's the Green New Deal. It's the policies that he was bragging about that are killing American jobs in manufacturing. He shut down American energy. He talked a little bit about 10 years you won't need oil and gas. Who won't? You know, all of his climate czars are flying around in private jets to places like Davos, telling you to sit at home and drive in your electric vehicle by yourself with 3 masks on. People are fed up with this lunacy, and it's costing people. It's costing them at the pump. And by the way, that's one of the reasons we have a trade imbalance, because we're now more dependent on foreign countries for our energy. We should be making all of our own energy and helping our friends around the world.
Shouldn't we have already voted to ban TikTok? He never mentioned that tonight. Shouldn't you and every Republican and, frankly, common sense Democrat in Congress today say, guess what, tomorrow legislation to ban TikTok, and I'm for it?
Yeah,
where are you on that?
He conveniently left that out. We're taking up legislation, actually, to confront not just TikTok, but so many of these social media companies.
Are you in favor of banning TikTok in the United States?
Absolutely. I mean, look at the problems that it's causing. ByteDance, the company that owns it, China-based company, all the data you're giving them, and our young people are using it every day. China gets all of that data.
Congressman, thanks for staying up with us. Great to see you. And thank you for my beads.